So yeah, so I haven't seen nothing. He's got no signs. There's a spot where to put a sign and all lit up, and he has nothing there. So I don't even know if he's still there. But I should call that. And but the guy that used to rent it that I knew, he wanted me to, you know, because that's all he was pretty well into. Like he's a good mechanic, but he's not certified. And he was more into doing body work and that. And I told him, I said, look, I got a garage in my backyard. I mean, it's small, but it suits me just fine. And I said, for me to fork out $500, and I was actually working at Mako, and I couldn't afford an extra $500. No way. Fuck, my rent was almost $800 in that old place. And this place here is $700 a month. I've been here. I'm on my third year. Rent hasn't gone up yet. My landlord's great. So yeah, but the way I'm going, I wasn't doing this in town. It would be once in a blue moon, that's it. And I guess if I wanted to, I could pretty well have a few vehicles sitting outside waiting. But then there I go again, you know what I mean? I have room for 2 cars in here, but do I have room for somebody to come in here and, do a vehicle? I wouldn't give somebody a vehicle where you gotta do tons of patching and that, but I'd give somebody a vehicle for, you know what I mean? Like I've done them here already. Just that white car came in just to get rid of the rust. You know what I mean? I've had a few vehicles like that, just rust. Now, if Katie was around, you know what I mean? She was getting into it really good. You know what I mean? I let her do her own rocker, and I showed her once, and she was nailing it off the button. But there's really nobody. I have friends that do body work, but they don't do charity. And that, so I mean, I know one guy, he prepped for one body shop for a long time, and I did see a truck that he did paint, but he was just a prepper. And I guess he's a really good prepper. And he asked me if I was ever, what I'm doing. I said, charity cases. And so he gave me his number, and he said, if you ever need a hand, I said, I live in the country. And that, so, but yeah, I don't know what, I know I can, there's one body shop that we kind of have to pass by when we go to town. And that body shop, it's a big shop, good sized shop, but dead as hell. And they might, I don't know, man, I don't know if they rent that building or what, but I've been back here for 9 years, 10 years, whatever, and that shop has never closed. So they must be paying out of their pocket or something. I'm happy here, but if I can get something with $1,000 with 2 car hoists in it, yeah, I'd be fucking buying a 24-foot travel camper and living in that. I would. Fucking right, I would. You got water right there. It's not to throw in the shower, just a shower stall. You know what I mean? Internet's there, like everything's there in that building. I pay $700 here. You got to think when I go to town, because I'm driving a Dodge truck, 4-wheel drive truck. It's not hard on gas, but it's not the best on gas. You know what I mean? And You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not like from if I was to go to town and we had running around to do and go pick up grub, it'd be nothing to spend 150 in a day. And out of that 150 would be like $40-50 for gas and that. So that's why we try not to go to town too often. And that. So yeah. But I think I'd jump on that garage. And it's insulated good. There's no paneling, but the insulation is it's there and it's thick. And it's gas heated. But and the new furnace was just the last time I was there, he just got a new furnace put in, like a new gas furnace, a smaller converted energy saving one. And yeah, fucking perfect setup, man. He had me thinking when he asked for, but I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want partners. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody to put in half of their money. I done it with my dad. My dad and I rented a really big garage. Actually, when I moved down there, my dad lived in a basement apartment, but his friend had bought a house with a garage, a good sized garage, and the guy had he doesn't drive, you know what I mean? He doesn't have his license, and to this day, my dad is still using that same garage. You know, and they've been friends, long time. And my dad and I shared, rented a garage, and I was working nights. Like I had started a full-time job, but I don't know, man. We'd get a vehicle, a couple vehicles in. I'd do one, he'd do one, and I'd never see money. He'd always come up with something. And I just finally had enough. I said, you know what, fuck you. You're on your own, man. Because if you do that to family, imagine what you do to your enemies. But yeah, I just packed my toolbox. And that's all I had was just my toolbox. But yeah. And then found a house with a garage. And started doing it on my own. And then I wasn't talking to my dad for a while because I was so pissed about that. He was kind of bullshitting to me, and then, you know what I mean? Because it was a used dealership that my dad knew for years. My dad's been in the same area ever since, I guess, I was a kid or whatever. Before then, that's where all my aunts and uncles live. So I guess the generations are still there, but I don't know, man. I was fucking, and the car was gone, and my dad would sit there and say, well, I haven't got paid yet. He never gave me money. So I went there. I said, did you guys pay my dad, Gordon? I said, my father is Gordon. His name's Gordon. Did you guys give him the money for that car? Yeah, we paid him. I flew back to the garage, which I paid half of the rent and hydro. And I said, you got paid for that? And he goes, well, I had to put it on my credit card. And I just said it too. I said, you're a motherfucker. Like, why would you do that to your own kid? Like, are you kidding me? But it happens. You know what I mean? And yeah, my own dad fucking stuck it to me. But I'll be back with some more, I guess. We'll just chat. So if you guys are interested in what I'm saying, come on back.